learning about a 50-year mortgage. Now, 50-year mortgages have actually been around for a while. They've always been predominantly what I would call like a portfolio loan, meaning, well, you can Google what a portfolio loan is. And there's some pros and cons to a 50-year mortgage. The biggest pro is going to be just a lower monthly payment. And the con is going to be a much longer term, slower principal payoff, and lots more interest. I mean, it's a lot more interest that you're going to be paying if you actually bought a home, let's say when you were 18 and you lived in it for 50 years. But the average homeowner now stays in their home for about 11.9 years, which is actually up from 2006, where the average homeowner stayed in for about 6.5 years. And I would assume with the increase in interest rates that we're going to see more homeowners staying in their home longer just because of that whole rate lock effect. It's really difficult to leave a nice home when you've got a 2 or 3% interest rate and go buy a much nicer home or even an equivalent home at a higher price with a higher interest rate, because it's going to drastically change your payment. It's going to change your taxes. It's going to change a lot of things. So we're definitely seeing that rate lock effect. I will say, though, that if you get a 50-year note and you're disciplined, there can be some benefit to it. And let me kind of explain this scenario. This isn't exact, but it's going to give you a good example. Like, people come to me sometimes and say, hey, Chris, we're trying to decide, should we get a 15-year note or a 30-year note? I usually try to advise people to get a 30-year note and then just make an extra payment every month. And it's going to put you right about the same range as your 15-year note. But if something happens, you lose your job, you get sick, times get hard, you have that lower monthly payment because you have the 30-year note. But if you're disciplined enough with that 30-year mortgage and you make that double payment, you're going to turn that 30-year mortgage into about, it's not exactly, but about 12 years. And you're going to save a ton of interest. And I think the same thing could be applied to a 50-year mortgage, to where if you got a 50-year mortgage and you made, let's say, double payments, what's that going to turn it into? I don't know, because I haven't actually done one. This is just a little bit of speculation, but I would assume there's going to be some pros and cons to it, just like everything else.